Michigan Out of Doors Magazine's OD is brought to you by Michigan United Conservation Clubs, protecting Michigan's rights to hunt, fish, and trap for 75 years. And by Williams Gun Sight. Located in Davison, Williams Gun Sight has Mid-Michigan's largest selection of used guns with over 2,000 in stock every day. Check out the website to view inventory and prices. And by MSU Federal Credit Union, helping members achieve their dreams since 1937.
Well, we set some traps out last night for turtles, snapping turtles in particular, and now we're going to run out and check them, and hopefully we had some luck and we'll have a few turtles in there. It's been pretty good lately. Last night we had a big storm came in, which everybody needed the rain, but we'll see how it affected our turtle trapping overnight. We trap in all different places. You know, we'll look for different ponds. I guess I'm always on the lookout for a good turtle looking pond, and you will stop in and ask, and usually we get permission, you know, to trap a pond. There's a couple different bayous out on different rivers that we like to trap in. We'll run up north and kind of take a weekend, trap a few different places up there. Primarily we're looking for a 30-pound turtle. That's a big snapping turtle, but that's kind of our goal. That's what we look for. So here's our trap. Walking up to it, I can see there's a turtle in it. We saw his head pop up and then he went back under, so now we gotta go in and get him. Getting him out of here. Pretty empty.
We just zip tie the back of our traps, and then we can we don't have to fish them back out the front. That can get a little hairy sometimes. So what we did is we left these back gates open, and then we just zip tie them together, and then we can just open up the back gate and either dump them out if there's a couple of them, or we can just go in and grab them if there's just one. So it makes it a lot easier getting the turtle out of the trap.
So here's just the basics of our traps. We make them ourselves, nothing fancy about them. We found that we like to use a steel on the bottom side. When you get a turtle, what they'll do is they'll come in here and they'll slide in here, and once they get in there, they're going to come back on the bottom. And what we found was we used the mesh on the bottom, you know, sometimes they'd tear through it. So we use the steel on the bottom. We got our bait can in the back here, put different baits in here. We usually crip it together, try to keep the bait in there for as long as possible. And then we keep the back end open. It's just easier to get a big turtle out of there, or if you have a few turtles in there, it's a whole lot easier to take them out the back than it is to try to reach around and pull them out here. Ryan and I like to use bigger mesh also. It allows the painters to come in and out. Otherwise you use smaller and you're going to come up to your trap, and a lot of times you're going to have a bunch of painters inside of your trap. We don't do anything with the painters, we just let them go, so it's easier to have them let themselves go than us have to worry about them. That looks like a good snapper. He's got a big old head to him.
One in there for sure.
Some nice turtles. Neither one's quite legal or what we're looking for this morning, but good healthy turtles. Throw them back. Be here for next generation. So kind of how Ryan and I got into turtle trapping is my grandpa, Ray Schwartz, he used to turtle trap in this area 50, 60 years ago, and I still hear stories about that have been passed down. And his dad, Wayne Umler, used to take us out when we were young and put us in a rowboat, and he showed us how to turtle trap. We just kind of grew up doing it. We got jobs working when we were young in grade school for the local fruit farmers, and we would trap during our breaks and stuff working for the fruit farmers. Now just carried on, and today we like to bring our kids out, show them, how do we turtle trap.
The nice thing about those bigger squared traps too is the turtles can get their head out a lot easier to get up for air when they are in the trap. If you get smaller 2x4 square trap, they can't get their heads out as easily, where we can set them just so they're out of the water, and then even if they'll sometimes push down the traps when they get the weight of them down in the muck or whatever, it still gives them room to get their head out and be able to breathe.
Most of the turtles we catch, we just let them go. The other day I was out, I had 3 traps in, I tracked them the very next morning. I caught 11 turtles, 7 of those being snappers, 4 of them being soft-shelled turtles, or rubberbacks, some people call them, and I let them all go. There's quite a few of them that would have been legal turtles to keep, but we trap them, let them go 24 hours later. Sometimes we do keep the turtles, and what we do with them is we will butcher them and we'll cook them up. We got some pretty good turtle recipes that we like. So the regulations here in the state of Michigan, the season starts on July 15th and ends on September 15th. Per day you can catch 1 snapping turtle that has a shell from front to back. It has to be 13 inches. So per day you can catch 1 snapping turtle. You can also catch 1 soft-shell turtle per day. In your possession you can have 2 snapping turtles and 2 soft-shell turtles.
He's a pretty good one. Got him.
With all your fingers.
Yeah, still got 10 left. I think he's bigger than that one you just got. He's a good one, isn't he? Well, we're preparing turtle tonight. So we're parboiling it right now, or pressure cooking it. We pressure cooked it about an hour. So we're going to take it out of the pot right now, and we're going to debone it before we use Grandma's old secret recipe, which is kind of secret. But so right now we're going to get it out of the pot and let it cool a little bit before we debone it, and it should come off the bone. Oh yeah, it's just right. Very nice. Good. Yeah, that's a good piece. Well, we made up a little batter here. Have some of Grandma's recipe here, and we're now we got our turtle deboned, and we have one of our fish baskets that we use in. Of course, the basket separates the meat from the seasoning. And now we'll put the lid on it, put it snug, and then we just turn it upside down, and the batter kind of separates from the meat. Shake her down and back and forth. And see, now it's just all nicely seasoned. We'll just kind of shake it all the batter down. Probably the biggest key is to cook it enough. You got to cook the moisture out of it to get the spongy taste out of it. And
You get it to a little crisp taste to it. It seems like that's the key anyway. The way I like it anyway. And if you get this white piece like this right here, that's the best part of the turtle. It's probably the back, what we call the tenderloin of the turtle.
All right. There you go, bud.
I threw it in, but it's kind of hot feeling.